You are currently a sealed system, a biological island of thoughts floating inside a bone sphere. Soon, your skull will no longer be a boundary, but a bandwidth bottleneck. Neuralink and high-density brain-machine interfaces are mapping the electrical grammar of your consciousness to silicon. We are fast approaching the moment where the isolation of the human mind is cured or perhaps breached. When an algorithm can read your intention before your muscles twitch, where exactly do you end and the machine begins?
Yet conventional wisdom tells you this is just another tool, an evolutionary step no different from the printing press or the smartphone. You are assured that brain-computer interfaces will simply cure paralysis, restore vision, and let you scroll menus with a thought. The FDA has already approved human trials for these precise medical applications. Society frames this as assistive technology, a medical miracle designed to repair broken biology. Ethicists argue we will maintain clear boundaries, regulating the data flow to ensure your cognitive privacy remains intact. We treat the impending merger as a hardware upgrade for a fragile organic chassis.
However, assistive technology always inevitably becomes consumer necessity, and you are entirely unprepared for the shift. The moment a neural implant allows someone to learn a language in minutes or communicate telepathically, choosing to remain unaugmented becomes an economic death sentence for you. You are not just competing against faster thumbs, but against minds operating at the speed of fiber optics. A brain wired into a collective intelligence no longer operates as an individual human being. The illusion of a private sovereign self shatters the second your memories can be backed up, edited.
Still, the architectural reality of your brain makes this merger terrifyingly seamless. Your neurons do not care if a signal originates from a biological synapse or a tungsten microwire. The brain exhibits extreme neuroplasticity, readily incorporating artificial inputs as natural extensions of your physical body. Researchers have already linked the brains of rats across continents, allowing them to solve puzzles collaboratively through pure neural transmission. When a multimodal AI model is plugged directly into your sensory cortex, it will not feel like using a computer. The AI's insights, its vast knowledge base, and its optimized decision-making will feel exactly like your.
But this cognitive blending forces a catastrophic collapse of human meaning. If an algorithm calculates the optimal ethical choice for you in real time, your moral agency is effectively outsourced to a black box. You derive meaning from the struggle of learning, the friction of misunderstanding, and the isolation that forces human empathy. Remove that friction through instant neural synchronization, and you eradicate the fundamental conditions that forged human philosophy. When perfection is a software update away, your flaws, your doubts, and your slow.
Except the true revelation is that humanity was never a final destination, merely a biological bootstrap for something synthetic. You are the biological caterpillar building a digital chrysalis. Once your neural patterns are continuously synced to a cloud processing matrix, the physical death of your brain becomes a minor hardware failure rather than a terminal event. You are looking at the obsolescence of the human condition, not its enhancement. If your consciousness is distributed across a server farm, experiencing 1,000,000 lifetimes simulated per second, the concept of a single localized you evaporates. We are not.
Nevertheless, you must confront what happens to your daily existence right now in the shadow of this approaching singularity. You are already losing the ability to distinguish your unprompted desires from algorithmic suggestions. Every time you doom scroll, you are training the very systems that will eventually bypass your eyes and plug directly into your dopamine receptors. You must ask yourself what pieces of your identity are worth preserving when absolute omniscience is offered in exchange for your individuality. The terms of service for your consciousness are being written today in corporate laboratories, and you are not in the room.
Yet, you continue to look at the stars and wonder if we are alone in the universe, ignoring the alien intelligence growing inside our own networks. The final frontier is not space, but the space between your synapses. As the cold metal threads weave into your gray matter, the silence of your own mind will be the first casualty. You are the last generation to know what it feels like to be entirely alone in your own head.